Hey guys, Game Prime here. As of the writing of this video, I am just minutes removed from my first couple hours of gameplay with Yooka-Replaylee, the totally new enhanced version of Yooka-Laylee. And man, this game is a dream to play. First of all, a huge thank you to Platonic Games and PM Studios for providing me with a code to review and make content on this game. It means the absolute world that I get to officially cover a game from one of my favorite developers ever. However, I didn't get the code until just a few hours ago before writing this, so I don't have time to completely go through the entire game and write a full review before release, but don't worry, that is coming once I beat it. But I just wanted to talk about the key points of enjoyment so far for me with this game, and on the opposite side, a few things that I've noticed that they've changed that as a longtime Banjo fan, I'm not too fond of. But I'm going to try and keep this video short and sweet and get right into it. First of all, if you are unaware of what Yooka-Replaylee is, it is a remake of the 3D platformer Yooka-Laylee, which came out back in 2017 from the team at Platonic Games, who are comprised of a lot of former old-school Rare developers and have created games and series like Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong Country. The original Yooka-Laylee was created as a spiritual successor to Banjo, and Replaylee so far seems like it almost nails everything that they were going for with their vision for the original game. So the most important thing, the gameplay feels fantastic. The controls feel more snappier and more responsive. Even though the original didn't control bad, this just feels like it is on a whole nother level of polish. The music is just absolute ear candy with the new orchestrated soundtrack with songs from the legendary composers Grant Kirkhope and David Wise, along with tracks from Steve Burke as well. The soundtrack was a huge part of what made the original so memorable and really just immerses you into each of the worlds. I will be talking about everything I've experienced within the first Grand Tome world, Tribal Stack Tropics. Your main collectible, of course, are Pages, which are this game's equivalent to Banjo's Jiggies, or in this game specifically, Mario Odyssey's Power Moons. There are new collectibles in the world to find called Quids, and they act as common currency as you could exchange them at Vendies for tonics, which change stuff within gameplay. You could buy costumes, or spend them at Trousers, which pretty much does the same thing, but he has a whole separate selection of things to buy. You could buy things such as extra health, an extra tonic slot, clothing, etc, etc. I noticed that there were a lot of new Pages in the first world to collect as well, and I was not ready for the total amount, which is 50 compared to the original game's 25. But there's a whole lot more to do in the world already. From the start you will notice that you could just go about anywhere in the level and there will be something for you to do. I also noticed that there's new enemy types and different ways to defeat them, which really adds more depth and changes up from just the typical 1 or 2 hits. They now included a map, which is a great new addition to the game, and you'll be finding Mark the Bookmark all around the level so you can have warp points throughout. As I mentioned before, there are a lot more Pages to collect in this game, and you can collect them by doing new challenges like collecting red Quids, green Quids in time challenges, which remind me of a certain Plumber's 2D and 3D games. Also, some of the new Pages now come in groups of 3, which are similar to the cluster of moons when you beat a boss in Super Mario Odyssey or Donkey Kong Bonanza. I kind of realized that this version of the game strays more away from Banjo and leans more into the Mario Odyssey type of feel. There's no more learning new moves throughout the level, there's no more expanding the world to make it bigger like in the original Yooka-Laylee, you're just put into this huge sandbox and told go. It makes for a smoother experience, but if you're a longtime Banjo fan or a fan of the original Yooka-Laylee, it is a little bit of a jarring change, honestly. And so far, the only negatives that I have about the game are the ones that I thought I was going to have because I knew how much they changed from the Banjo formula. Like I mentioned briefly before, all the moves are now unlocked from the start, so you don't have to find treasure anymore around the world to unlock them. The old school text bubbles aren't there no more, and in replace are just these bland dialogue boxes. The file select is just super simple now, and there's no charm or personality to it compared to the original file select that screams Banjo with all of its charm. Honestly, as a huge Banjo fan, it's a bummer that they took all of that away. All in all, I'm having a fantastic time with it though, and I'm having fun, which is the most important part. Yes, there's a few things that I wish they would have kept in line with the original, and most of those things are the Banjo charm and the influence that it's now missing. But it's been replaced with influence from Mario Odyssey, which is at the same time a great replacement for those who really loved that game. All in all, if you're a 3D platformer fan, you really owe it to yourself to check out this game. I'm having a great time with it, and I cannot wait to explore the rest of the world and see what else they added and changed. Yooka-Replaylee is out tomorrow, October 9th, 2025, on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC. If you own the original Yooka digitally, you could get a 30% discount as long as you upgrade to the console you originally got it for. Example, Nintendo Switch to Nintendo Switch 2, PS4 to PS5, Xbox One to Xbox Series. Check out my other videos on Yooka-Replaylee, like my comparison video comparing graphics, locations, and everything else I could think of from the beginning and the first world, my 2-hour gameplay video of me experiencing it for the first time, and I will have my official review of the game out within the next week or two. Thanks for watching, guys. Once again, a huge thanks to Platonic Games for providing me a code to cover this game on my channel. It means the world to me. Go pick this game up, guys, and have a great time with all of its characters, music, worlds, and comedy. It's a fantastic game, and I can't wait to dive in more in just a matter of minutes. See you all very soon. Thanks for watching.